for rejecting President Trump and certifying the election, and calling many in the mob that injured more than 140 police officers peaceful protesters.
The flu continues to surge nationwide. 11 million cases reported so far, 5,000 deaths. ABC's Stephanie Ramos with more.
At Mount Sinai Morningside Hospital.
What do you mean by that? Good morning and welcome to the video live stream. This is the WSJM video live stream for Wednesday, the 7th of January. I'm Ken Lundberg. I've got a lot of people in the studio this morning.
You sure do.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, and I think I have, so we have 3 people in here. And Brandy, would you mind pulling your microphone that way? Yeah, it's unfortunately, it's blocking the shot.
Okay. Is that better? Do you need me to move?
Yeah,
could you move? Give me my best light.
Could you move over that way?
Okay.
And then pull the microphone to you?
Sure can.
And then pull it down a little bit. See, it's the elbow that's getting in the way.
Okay, that darn elbow.
Here, let me see.
It's still bad? Is that better?
That elbow.
Okay.
Just like that. Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, I'll get the engineer in here. And then maybe, Emily, if you could scoot that way toward Aaliyah, just a hair. Perfect.
We did it.
Well, bye, ladies.
You came
Now it makes
closer,
it look
now
like
you're
I
farther again.
didn't wear my deodorant today.
No. Unfortunately, here, hang on one
It's
second.
the camera.
Yeah, the camera and all that. Okay, I've got to get back on the air for news. We'll be right back. Good morning. It's 7:05. It's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. It's Wednesday, January 7th. 38 degrees in Benton Harbor right now. Cloudy skies. Ladies, is it raining out there?
Sprinkling a little foggy.
bit.
Just drizzle?
Yeah.
Little fog?
Yeah.
Not too
Getting
bad?
rid of that horrible white stuff. So
Oh,
it's
man.
fine.
I walked out this morning and there was nothing to slip on.
Yeah.
It was
Amen.
so nice. Sunday.
No
Sunday, we
excuses.
might have some lake effect snow. Yeah, believe it or not.
I
Okay.
also thought it was I think is it Thursday and Friday? It's supposed to be 53.
Yeah, tomorrow we're supposed to get up to 53 degrees,
Yeah, heat
and unfortunately, the only problem is it's going to be rainy. It's going to be in the afternoon. It's going to be very rainy. Here are the people who are in the studio right now. Brandy Jaquez. Did I get that right?
Pretty close.
Say it.
Brandy Hackis.
Hackis. Okay. Every time you pronounce it differently. Every single time. Not me. You.
That is true. That is true.
Hackis. Hackis.
Yes.
Okay. Brandy Jaquez, a good friend of the Cornerstone Alliance group that comes in and gives us regular updates on all kinds of fun stuff that they're doing. She is part of the Entrepreneurial Services team, the managing director there. And you've brought in 2 guests this morning. Let's give them a quick introduction, and then we'll get into our news for this moment. But we're going to be talking with them about their businesses this hour. Aaliyah Horns is here, right? Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
See, look at that. First time, Brandy. Aaliyah Horns from O-Art. So we'll talk about what her business is all about. And then also Emily Onken is here. Is that correct?
You got it.
Ah, look at that. 3 for 3. Okay, Bake Effect is your business. And you bribed the radio host this morning. Smart thing to do. You brought in, what did you bring in this morning?
I brought some Morning Glory muffins, and they look healthy, but they taste good.
No, it's and they taste
they
good.
taste good.
Yes, they look healthy and they taste good. No, they
healthy.
look delicious. They look scrumptious. So we'll be talking with those individuals in just a few moments about the Entrepreneurial Services team, how they set you up for success in your businesses. Good? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk about that in just a couple of moments right here on the WSJM Morning Show. The way to get in touch with us on that is tune in on the video live stream, because we'll be talking there all hour long, and we'll have significant portions here on the radio as well. But if you have questions, just put them in the chat on the video live stream, and we'll get to them there. We talked about the weather. We do expect morning clouds, morning fog and clouds today, and then partly sunny skies today with a high around 43 degrees in the warmest spots of southwest Michigan. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, a low around 35. And then tomorrow, Thursday, it's going to be partly sunny with a 60% chance of rain in the afternoon, 100% chance, so pretty much a certainty of rain tomorrow night. The high tomorrow is going to be around 53 degrees. We're going to keep the warmer temperatures into Friday, but also with the rain showers as well. It's going to be mostly cloudy on Friday with a high of 48. Saturday and Sunday, still some precipitation. Saturday, it should be rain, but there is a chance it could turn to snow showers depending on when that cold front moves in. The high is going to be around 40 degrees. Sunday, partly cloudy, a 30% chance of some lake effect snow, and the high around 32 degrees. Some of the news from the WSJM newsroom this morning, excuse me. Michigan State Police have arrested a New Jersey man in connection with a fraud scheme that targeted a Van Buren County resident. Troopers arrested 55-year-old Donald Johnson Jr. in New Jersey, then extradited him here to the Mitten State, where he was arraigned on a felony false pretense charge involving more than $50,000. Investigators say a 72-year-old woman was told that she had won a $5.5 million sweepstakes, and then she fell for it. She was convinced to mail more than $200,000 in upfront tax payments, with more than $90,000 traced to that one individual, Johnson, in New Jersey. He remains in the Van Buren County Jail right now on a $500,000 bond. Michigan State Police are reminding the public that legitimate sweepstakes do not require payment to receive the prize, and requests for money or taxes tied to any winnings likely makes it a scam. Anyone who believes they may have been targeted or victimized encouraged to contact local law enforcement. The case remains under investigation. That's a shame. You hate when that happens. $200,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, and that's her life, I'm sure, that she's living off of. Okay. Other news. A state senator and gubernatorial candidate, Eric Nesbitt, calling for an audit of Michigan's Child Development and Care Program. Nesbitt sent a letter this week to the state auditor general requesting a review of the child care assistance program that's administered by MyLeap. He says the program is receiving more than $540 million in taxpayer funding this year.
I'm continuing to hear from folks that either worked in the child care industry or had owned child care centers and constituents and folks around the state. And they've actually reached out to me in the last 24 hours since we've sent the letter. I've heard from folks saying, investigate this, look at these kind of payments, especially during COVID and during the pandemic that we saw, that there was money going out the door without any accountability.
Nesbitt cited past fraud within the Unemployment Insurance Agency during the pandemic and says an independent audit of MyLeap should happen now rather than later. The Lake Michigan College Foundation has announced its next student benefit auction is taking place on Saturday, March 7th at the Mendel Center. Vice President of Advancement and Community Impact, Doug Schaefer, says the auction began in 1988 and has raised millions to support students.
And I'm excited to report that over the years, this fundraiser has created an endowment that now provides almost $250,000 in scholarship money every year.
Sorry, Schaefer, I was offering coffee. Schaefer says proceeds benefit programs including the Student Food Pantry, Textbook Initiative, and Veteran Services. The event will feature both live and silent auctions with more than 100 items available. It's
been an honor to kind of have that be one of the elite social gathering opportunities here in Southwest Michigan. And so we've had a lot of folks that just always circle their calendars when the reminder comes out.
The auction typically raises up to $150,000. This year, the foundation will recognize Carolyn Hansen as Chair Emerita for her role in launching the event. Tickets are available now, and we have more information and a link posted on our website. That's WSJM.com. That's a look at some of the local news that we have in the WSJM newsroom. We have more to talk about this hour, including people taking a risk. They're doing the business. They're doing the entrepreneurial thing. And here to talk about it, Brandy Jaquez is here, the Managing Director for Entrepreneurial Services at Cornerstone Alliance. Brandy, it's good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you. You enjoyed your holidays? You had good holiday stuff?
I did. We were relatively lazy. And
nice.
That was all right.
That was the plan. Perfect. Tell us about our special guests who are in studio this morning.
Yeah. So last year we had Business Plan Certified, which is a cohort for people to help them either start or grow their existing business. And it's an 8-month course. And we have 2 of our graduates. And the reason why we have them with us is because we're launching our next cohort with orientation starting on January 21st. So I can tell you how wonderful it is, but it's way better if the people that went through it tell you how it affected their businesses. And also great to hear from our local small businesses. So we have Emily and Aaliyah with us, who are graduates of Business Plan Certified, established business owners. And also, after going through the program, they both competed in local pitch competitions, and they're both winners.
Nice.
They were
Love that.
winners before, but now they're real
We
winners.
love having winners in the studio.
Certified
Yeah,
winners.
absolutely. Aaliyah and Emily, thank you for coming in this morning. Brandy, thanks for the introduction on that. Absolutely. Why don't we, before we get to sports here and a couple of important messages, I'll ask each of you to introduce yourselves and introduce a little bit about your business, and then we can talk in depth about all the stuff that made this come to fruition. So, Aaliyah, why don't we start with you? Who are you?
I'm Aaliyah Horns. I am a certified visual designer and graphic artist. I tell you something about my business.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we focus on eliciting emotions and conveying messages. So I try to speak for people, and I try to bring people's visions to life.
Beautiful.
Or actually, that's what I do. It's not what I try to do. That's what
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's a huge impact when you deal with a lot of people who suffer from anxiety, depression, and lack of communication. So
Yeah.
to put it in a nutshell.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear more about that. And your business is called O Art.
Yep, it's Aaliyah Horns Art, DBA O Art LLC.
Okay. All right. Let's hear from Emily.
As you said, my name is Emily Onken, and I'm the owner of Bake Effect, which is the home of gourmet treats made without wheat. That's kind of my tagline.
Oh,
So
so these are gluten free.
They are.
Nice.
So my whole menu is made entirely without wheat and gluten. So I have pastries, pies, cakes, cookies, breads, etc. But I try to make it so that you wouldn't know it was gluten free just by tasting it. So that's my thing.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay. And you're both local here?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to learn all about your businesses this hour and all about how Entrepreneurial Services help set you up for success. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. We'll be right back. We've got sports here on the radio and a couple of important messages. We're going to start that interview here on the video live stream. If you want to tune in for the whole thing or watch it later, YouTube, Facebook, search for WSJM and you can find the video there, or just watch it on our WSJM Smart app. We have it all right there for you. We'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Buttons. Okay, we're back on the video live stream. Fantastic. Who wants to begin? So, Brandy, tell us a little bit about what did they get certified in? Walk us through what is it where did they start?
Sure. So they went through the Business Plan Certified course, which basically the end result of that is developing a complete business plan.
Okay.
That includes also your financial projections, which always seems to be the hard stumbling block for everybody.
Yeah.
But our goal is once they get certified and complete their business plan, that if they're looking for investment, that it is capital ready. So they go through 6 months of courses, and basically the 6 courses that we do are we help them develop their business idea, or growth strategy, depending on which track they're on. We help them with market research and analysis, their financial plan, management and operations, marketing and sales. And then they build that out, and they do those once a month, and they can do one-on-one counseling with us. They can work with each other, whatever works best for them.
Yeah.
And we have facilitators come in for each of those courses. So we have subject matter experts. And then we schedule meetings where they get to do a rehearsal with a local investor. And with that, they get to talk about their business idea, their full business plan, and get feedback in kind of a safe environment. And then from there, some do get funding, some are bootlegging it still, but it's good to have a business plan, even if you're making the investment to yourself.
Yeah.
Or in these guys' case, they ended up going into pitch competitions. So they were able to get some money to help grow their businesses. So
Okay.
that's really it in a nutshell. It's the courses are once a month, January through, keep me honest, June. And they last for about an hour, 2 hours, depending on the Q&A sessions. So really the in-person part of it isn't a massive commitment, but it is a nice way for them to get to know each other in person and learn. This year, we're adding 2 components. We are adding lunch to those daily trainings just for anybody who wants to stick around and get to know each other better, possibly get better, stronger peer group, or ask questions. And then we are also going to be adding at the end of it a mentorship program. So anybody, when they graduate, will also have a mentor if they'd like. So these ladies may become mentors at this point. But that's just really a way for us to surround them and make sure that they have everything that they need to get ready. And we also tell people it's not, oh my God, I'm starting a business tomorrow, I need to do this business plan. It might be something where you're like, hey, I feel like probably my time with my organization is nearly done, and I want my next act to be a small business owner. This is a great way to go through this, get the plan together, know what you need, so that when you are ready to make that move, you're not scrambling or potentially, kind of behind the 8 ball. And then the other part of this is it helps you with your growth strategy. So Emily and I talked a lot about, was she ready for her bakery to have a bricks and mortar? And this business plan process let her kind of test and decide if it was the right time for her personally, for her family, and also financially. So it is also a good way, if you are an established business, to decide what your next pivot is.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's super cool.
Yeah, I mean, and that you hit on all the things that are probably those weak spots where a great idea meets failure because they didn't think about all those other aspects of what's necessary.
Yeah, we talk a lot about feasibility of idea, right? So what's the pricing strategy? Is it unique enough? What's the competition? Can you survive based on our existing competitive set and consumer base? We're in a space where we have a lot of tourism. So Emily has a lot busier time because she's at Culinary Cottage, for instance, in the summer, but she also has a heightened time during the holidays because of her wonderful pies. Leia, it's variable for you as well, because sometimes she's doing her art at festivals and markets, and sometimes it's teaching. So it's kind of everything's a little bit variety. So you need to have a plan for those ebbs and flows. Because I think the statistic is most companies are profitable, but due to cash flow, they go under in 3 years. It's a cash flow issue, not a profitability issue.
Okay. 1 second. We'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show. All right, good morning and welcome back to the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. It's 7:21 on your Wednesday, January 7th. We just got schooled on entrepreneurial do's and don'ts and how to set yourself up for success. Brandy Jaquez is here, Managing Director for Entrepreneurial Services with Cornerstone Alliance, and she's brought a couple of special guests in this morning. Aliyah Horns. Get that right again? Okay, good. With OArt LLC. And then also Emily Unken is here from Bake Effect. And again, she brought in some healthy and delicious looking muffins. I can't wait to try. So, but we were just hearing from Brandy. You really, for those who weren't on the video live stream, who were just here on the radio, what this program that you have through Cornerstone Alliance, the Entrepreneurial Services arm there, it really sets up people with a great business idea. It sets them up for success. They may have a great idea in art or in baking or in some other entrepreneurial venture, but they may not know about the administrative, the feasibility, the things that they should look for to make that growth strategy a reality.
Yeah, our number one counseling topic is around business plans and getting capital ready. Our number 2 is around marketing.
Wow.
So we do spend a lot of time there, and we're actually going to be doing a full day marketing intensive this year because we know that it's not just about, hey, am I on Facebook and how do I create content?
Yeah.
It's really getting back to that actual strategic decision. So one of our graduates, she actually does Reiki for dogs. And I was like, why would you be on Facebook first? People are not, you're amidst politics and all this other crazy thing. They're not thinking about necessarily Reiki for dogs. You're probably going to need to intersect them at a different spot.
Yeah.
So really thinking about your channel strategy and your message and your consumer and where you're going to meet them the best way, versus I think sometimes when you don't have a strategy, you default to what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. Yeah. What is Reiki?
It's
Just out of curiosity.
it's basically a non-traditional form of wellness where she works with the energy.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So it
dogs.
started in humans, but she has progressed as a huge animal lover and seeing the progress with dogs. So think about like dogs that may have situations where they're having some behavioral issues or that kind of thing. And so she helps people figure out what might be the trigger for that animal to help them be more comfortable at home or social, etc.
Okay, very nice.
You never know what we're going to get.
I love that. No, business ideas, and if you want to make it successful, getting this training is sounds incredibly helpful. I want to hear from Ilea and Emily. Ilea, first off, thanks for coming in and sharing your story about OART. Yeah, absolutely. Tell us a little bit. When did you decide to get engaged with the Entrepreneurial Services at Cornerstone?
At Cornerstone, it was last. I think it was. I want to say May.
Okay, so sometime last year.
No, it was before then because you started in January.
You're right. So
and
I started in February. You started in February
because we formally met at a market.
Okay. Yep.
And she did a beautiful portrait of my daughter.
And it was in February.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I heard about it. Actually, Commissioner Ethel Clark was
Griffin,
there.
yeah. Okay.
I call her my auntie. So she actually, Chrissy came in and you came in and I drew their portraits. Well, I drew a portrait of Selena's, Brandy's daughter, and I drew a portrait of Chrissy. So 15-minute portraits. And Ethel and Chrissy were talking.
Yeah.
And it kind of came up and I was like, oh, I'm interested. And so they were like, yeah, it's not too late to join. And so that's how I kind of got into the business plan certified. I was very excited. And I actually was looking for opportunities to grow my business because I'm kind of just now starting to put myself out there around that time, but still not advertising and marketing because I just didn't really know how to outside of social media. So, yeah, that's how I got started.
So you started they started the conversation with you. You started the conversation with them, and they help you put together this kind of awareness of everything that you need to put together a business plan.
Mm-hmm. Once I went in to take the classes, I was like, whoa, this is like way more than I was expecting and definitely necessary.
Yeah.
So
how is it helpful?
How is the class?
Yeah.
Oh, it's helpful in every way. Like I've been getting paid for my work for at least 15 years. Yeah. But once I started taking these classes, I was like, oh man, I gotta like rethink about my plan. Like I have to start everything over because I just started doing something. I didn't have any real guidance there. I just I taught myself everything that I knew before then. And so just like it helped me learn, like I need to know my business. I need to know the purpose of my business. I need to know my audience.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. Everyone wants to serve everybody, but your business is your business. 9 times out of 10, you do it because it's your passion.
Yeah.
And so there is a specific target audience of people who you are helping specifically. There's specific people who will be looking for your type of work.
Yeah.
And so I just had a broader idea, like, now I'm going to serve everybody who doesn't like art, And so it helped me a lot there. And the financials, it definitely helped me there because I had never even really, I never did it for the financial part of it.
Right.
So I didn't think that was something important that I needed to know or even track.
Yeah.
And so it really helped me there because like I definitely would not have won in a pitch competition if I would not have taken these classes because there's so much I didn't know. Yeah. And I would have gotten into the pitch competition just like clueless. Like, oh dang, y'all won a lot. Like, and I would not have been prepared, honestly. So
I think it was also too like learning your worth. So
yeah, definitely.
You have such a big heart that and a lot of people do this in entrepreneurship, but then when you add arts to it, you want to do it and you sometimes don't price yourself at the value you should in the work you're putting in it.
Yeah.
And I think you pivoted a lot there too.
I did.
While still being very affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I had like super low prices, just trying to cater to every community in a way, you know, and just realizing I can't do that and make it as a business owner.
Yeah.
So,
Because otherwise, I mean, you put yourself out of business and then you're not serving.
Exactly.
And me and Brandy had a hard talk about that. I was just like, she's just like, look, honey. She's like, first of all, people go to pay for what they want. And, you know, it's just, you have to be realistic with yourself. And I did, you know, honestly. So she really helped me there.
That's fantastic. I want to hear more about that, Aaliyah, and I want to also, if you wouldn't mind, give us the pitch. But first, let's talk a little bit with Emily. So get your pitch ready.
Get ready.
The winning pitch. Emily, same questions. When did you first get engaged in this entrepreneurial service to get your business plan up to snuff?
So I had gotten connected with, at the time, the Women's Business Center a few years ago, and had just kind of been aware that they were here and a great resource for entrepreneurs in the area. And then when I saw that the Business Plan Certified course was coming up, I jumped on it because it was free, number one.
Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, very
good price.
Good reminder. Good reminder.
But also I had my business and I was, you know, just doing my thing, but I had no really specific plan for where I was headed in the future. And that's exactly what this was for. And I didn't have a business plan on paper. I've never made one before. Didn't really know how to do it. Figured I could try to Google it, but that would, you know, be confusing. So I saw this opportunity come up and just decided to kind of go for it. And it did really help me step through the process. I echo everything that Aaliyah said, like even getting to the point of being able to pitch, that would not have happened without this course. And even just kind of knowing where I'm headed now with the business, it really did help me narrow in on some things and take a good hard look at what are my goals and where am I in relation to that right now, and what do I need to do to get there. So,
yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing differently now than you were doing before you engaged in this process?
Yeah, I think just operating with a goal in mind versus kind of, we'll just see what happens.
From survival.
Yeah. Or just like, I want to make some money. But why do I want to do that? And kind of getting me to the point of taking a hard look at what do I actually need to do to get there. And so kind of planning with that in mind instead of just sort of hoping, you know, something will happen eventually. So really giving me more of a focus. Was it difficult to go through the courses? I wouldn't say difficult, no, because Brandy and Chrissy were there as resources. We met several times about the business plan to kind of go over different things. So no, not difficult, definitely very supportive. They're there to help you succeed. So not difficult at all. Okay. All right. I want to get your pitch as well in just a couple of moments. We've got to take a break for some important messages. We're going to get the latest financial news from our friends at Bloomberg. Do you listen to the financial news differently now that you've got business plans in hand? Like tariffs and stuff like that? I try not to. Okay. Smart.
I try not to.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are feeling that way. All right. We'll come back and continue this conversation on the radio. We're going to do a good bit of it right now on the video live stream as well. This is the WSJM Morning Show. It's 7:31. Okay, back on the video live stream. We doing good so far? Doing all right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
This is good? Questions aren't too tough? Okay.
We got this.
Now the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. I want the pitch. So who wants to go first?
What did not practice?
Come on, you're both winners. What do you mean you didn't practice? You were a winner. You already did this. This should be old hat.
Practice for so long because it was right there, and then you kind of.
Well, I'll tell you part of.
Yeah, go ahead.
Part of mine, just the why of what I do. So, almost 10% of the U.S. population has to eat gluten-free for one reason or another, and a lot of them are left with options that are not very good, or difficult to access. And the variety that's out there is not that good. So in Berrien County, that translates to about almost 11,000 people that need to eat gluten-free. And there are very few options available to them. So kind of why I do what I do is to provide them with options that taste good and look good and are there for their, family birthdays and weddings and celebrations. Just because there's a lot more people out there that need that than you might initially think. So
Yeah.
that's the first part of my pitch.
I like it.
Why?
Yeah. The
need.
Yes.
Yeah. Need, so to speak, right? Because bread, need, you need the gluten.
Yeah. There were a lot of baking puns in my pitch. I'll say that.
There was.
How long, just out of curiosity, how long have you been running Bake Effect?
Bake Effect for about 4 years.
Okay.
I was baking before that in a different state under a different name, but as Bake Effect for a little over 4 years.
Okay. And when did you get into commercially baking?
I started my home baking business about 6 years ago.
Okay.
But I've been baking either in restaurants or various places like that for that started over 15 years ago.
Okay.
It's been a while.
When did you get into the gluten-free aspect?
That was when Bake Effect started. I started it fully gluten-free.
Why?
I developed a contact allergy to wheat flour.
Okay.
And so it was very painful to continue to bake with it, which, was kind of a turning point to decide, okay, do I keep going? Do I make a change or do I quit?
Yeah.
And so I decided to give it a try. And then I found out how many people there are that need to eat gluten-free. And so it ended up being definitely the right move to keep going and keep trying. So
yeah,
glad I did it.
As far as I know, I don't have an intolerance to gluten, but my wife does.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so we have a lot of gluten-free items in the house. And I will tell you, eating and baking gluten-free, I feel lighter even after I eat a similar amount of, I could eat regular bread or I could eat gluten-free bread and I feel lighter. It's not as like bloating.
Yeah. A lot of people tell me that. And I always say everyone either is somebody or knows somebody who needs to eat gluten-free. So perhaps for you, it's both.
Yeah.
But we all know
that's
somebody.
The point is, like, we know also that there's the health reasons, but there's also the preference for the health reasons too.
Yeah.
So, or you live in a household,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And I do have a lot of customers who order on behalf of a loved one who is celebrating a birthday or something, and they, usually have to miss out. That's the thing that I really care about is nobody should be excluded, and so providing options that will allow more people to be included and part of the group. So
yeah, and gluten is what? It's a byproduct of the wheat, and
it's a protein that is in wheat and other things too. It's in barley and rye and other grains too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a protein that some people, for various reasons, sometimes it's an allergy and sometimes it's like celiac is an autoimmune disorder. So there's a variety of things that people have going on.
Okay, and it's now your business. That's nice.
It is.
But it's not free, and that's what your business plan showed you.
Got to make some money.
All right. Alea, you're not off the hook. We've got a break for just a moment. We've got financial news on the radio, but we'll come back and ask you about your pitch.
Okay.
That's coming up. Anticipation is building. Okay.
Yes.
It's the WSJM Morning Show. Be right back.
Association, the rate on a 30-year loan is 6.25%. The housing market has been hurt by affordability constraints. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:36, and the temperature out in Benton Harbor right now, we're looking at 38 degrees, cloudy skies, a little bit of drizzle here and there. 37 degrees in St. Joseph. Dowagiac is 38 degrees and cloudy. What's the feels like temperature? In St. Joseph right now, it feels like 30 degrees. That's a vast difference from what we were feeling a couple of Arctic temperatures ago.
Right.
You're right, when it was like 0. But the feels like was minus 200 or something like that. Anyway, so it's going to be warm today, warm tonight, warm tomorrow. Morning fog and clouds, then partly sunny is the forecast for today. A high around 43 degrees. Okay, it's relatively warm this time of year. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, a low of 35. Tomorrow, that's going to be our rain day. We should start off with partly sunny skies, but then that'll drift into some clouds and rain in the afternoon and rain for sure at night. High around 53 degrees. Friday, mostly cloudy, still rain showers, a high of 48. Saturday, mostly cloudy, a 60% chance of rain, maybe some snow showers. The high is supposed to get up to 40, so it should stay rain. But then Sunday, some cold temperatures move in, giving us a 30% chance of lake effect snow on Sunday with a high of 32. It's the WSJM Morning Show. We've got news from ABC, and then we'll have our local news preview. We're continuing our conversation with Cornerstone Alliance's Entrepreneurial Services team. Brandy Jaquez has brought in a couple of great business owners. Aaliyah Horns has brought in Art, and we're going to get her pitch from the pitch competition. That's coming up on the video live stream here in a moment. Also, Emily Onken from Bake Effect. So if you want to ask them questions, feel free to put them in the chat. We'll on the video chat that we have on YouTube and on Facebook, we'll ask them as we get them. It is 7:38.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Millions of barrels of Venezuelan oil may be on the way to the United States soon. ABC News Chief White House Correspondent Mary Bruce.
President Trump claims that Venezuela has agreed to turn over 30 to 50 million barrels of oil to the U.S., writing on social media that this oil will be sold at its market price and that money will be controlled by me as President of the United States of America, to ensure it is used to benefit the people of Venezuela and the United States.
Both Denmark and Greenland demand a meeting with Secretary of State Marco Rubio after White House officials said the military is always an option for the U.S. to take over Greenland. Denmark's prime minister says that could end NATO. The man who shot and killed 2 Brown University students and an MIT professor apparently was planning the attack for years. Sources tell ABC News Claudio Valente left behind videos explaining the attack before taking his own life at a New Hampshire storage facility just before Christmas. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:39. Some of the news stories that we have coming up just after 8 o'clock this morning. More pushback against federal charges to the U.S. childhood vaccination schedule. We'll tell you the latest from Michigan's chief medical officer on that. Also in the news, Benton Harbor Mayor Marcus Muhammad talking about multiple redevelopment projects moving forward as the city begins the new year. We'll list those out. And the Benton Township Board of Trustees has approved more than $4 million in sewer infrastructure projects for 2026. We'll tell you where those are happening because they're going to tear up some roadways, but they're going to make for better pipes and all that stuff. All those news stories and more coming up just after 8 o'clock right here on the WSJM Morning Show. 7:40, we're continuing our conversation, talking with Cornerstone Alliance and some entrepreneurs. That is going to continue right now on our video live stream. And we'll have sports here on the radio in just a moment after a look at state news.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Beth Fisher. Police in Romulus are conducting an investigation.
Okay, back on the video live stream. We are here with some wonderful individuals. Brandy Jaquez is here. She's the managing director for Entrepreneurial Services at Cornerstone Alliance. Aaliyah Horns is here from Art LLC. And then also Emily Onken is here from Bake Effect. Bake Effect, gluten-free products. Exclusively gluten-free?
I say everything is made without wheat.
Everything's made without
yes.
wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very nice.
Gourmet treats made without wheat.
Aaliyah Horns is here, and we haven't really gotten your origin story yet. So we'll get your pitch in a moment. Mm-hmm. But when did you start doing what you do?
Well, I got my LLC in 2021, so
okay.
Going on 5 years.
And describe your business for people who might just be tuning in. What do you provide? What service do you provide?
I provide visual arts.
Okay.
And I teach visual arts.
Okay.
So everything that goes in line with that.
Where would we see your work?
I have a website, aaliyahhorns.art. So that's OALLIYAHHORNES.art, A-R-T.
Oh, okay.
And also Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Okay.
So
very nice.
You can find me under OART LLC or Aaliyah Horns Art.
Okay.
And so I draw.
Where do you teach?
I teach. Most of the classes I teach are in Grand Rapids. I spearhead an art enrichment program there. And here, well, in St. Joe at the Krasel Art Center. And they kind of send me to different places. Yeah, so like Boys and Girls Club and Benton Harbor High School.
Okay.
And actually at the Krasel. And I am starting teaching my own classes. So
very nice.
That kind of depends on the person I'm teaching as far as the location.
Yeah.
I do not have a brick and mortar here, but I do have an art studio in Grand Rapids.
Where do you? Oh, up in Grand Rapids.
Just obtained it.
Oh, great! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Fantastic. What mediums do you work in?
I draw, and I sculpt, I paint, I create candles,
Wow.
jewelry,
Okay.
just a lot.
Yeah.
But I specialize in drawing, portrait drawings.
Okay.
So, graphite or charcoal.
When do you remember the first item you sold?
Like first, it was like 15 years ago,
Wow.
and I'm pretty sure it was either it was no, I was doing portraits at that time, and I was
Yeah.
also doing like logos, family reunion logos, and logos for businesses. So it kind of was like all together.
Yeah.
I can't say which one was
Okay.
first, but I know it was visual art.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I did some glass blowing and glass fusing, which
Oh
actually
my gosh.
just opened up the door for more arts. I just love art.
Yeah.
I love creativity and expression.
Yeah.
So
What do you appreciate more, the drawing, if you do, the drawing, the actual production of the art, or the teaching?
I think I appreciate the teaching more
Yeah.
because it goes farther than a piece of work ever could.
Yeah.
You teach, and then they can teach, and then they can teach.
Okay.
You know, so it's like a generational thing.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's wonderful. All right, so now's the time. Your pitch. What pitch did you deliver that was the winning piece?
I'll try to wrap it up in
Okay.
a nutshell. So I am Aliyah Horns, owner of ORLLC. I'm a mostly self-taught artist, certified visual designer, and a storyteller. We focus on eliciting emotions and conveying messages to induce self-expression. There's a lot of people who suffer from depression, anxiety, and even have suicidal thoughts, and you don't know. They have a lack of communication. It's just hard to speak to people. It's hard to express themselves, and that it's a major mental health issue that it's hard to deal with, you know? And so I try to help people there by expressing themselves. And if they can't do it for themselves, then I do it for them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's very nice.
You know, I told you that she was a pitch winner for her business.
Yeah.
But she also has been successfully featured at Grand Rapids Art Prize as well.
Yes, I won Art Prize. Well, I won a community award and Art Prize last year, 2024.
Yeah.
For a piece I created called The Burning Bush.
Okay.
And yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What was that piece?
It's a canvas. Well, it's on a canvas 4 foot by 5 feet, and it's acrylic and modeling paste. It's ribbon or tulle, as some people would call it.
Yeah.
And so the piece represents the bush that God spoke to Moses in, the bush that never burned.
Yeah.
So it just really spoke about just like how God will speak to you, and you know, he wants certain things from us as far as how we live our life and whatnot like that.
Yeah.
And so
Have you been featured in galleries yet?
no.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. All right. We'll wait.
Well, actually, that was a lie. Sorry. Didn't mean. I have a piece in Krazel's art show right now.
Okay.
And it's
Which piece is it? Because I probably saw it. Stephanie and my wife and I went to a Crazzle this last weekend to see the community art show.
Yes.
It's so amazing.
It's called The Royal Existence.
Okay.
And it's like a geode inspired piece. So
Oh, okay.
It's purple.
Yeah.
Has a lot of glitter. Purple, sparkly, and it's a golden frame around it.
Okay.
That's the best
I remember that one.
That sounds
Yeah.
royal.
It's on the wall closest to State Street.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like right.
Okay.
Right.
Stuck
As
with
soon as
them.
you go through the
We'll
door.
be right
yeah.
back. It's the WSJM Morning Show. This is the WSJM Morning Show. 7:47 is the time. If you're not tuned into the video live stream, you're missing a lot because we're talking with Brandy Jaquez, the Managing Director of Entrepreneurial Services at Cornerstone Alliance, but also Aliyah Horns, who is with OArt LLC. She's a pitch competition winner. And Emily Onken from Bake Effect, also a pitch winner. And they're both talking about how they benefited from the Entrepreneurial Services team at Cornerstone Alliance, getting their kind of a holistic picture of the business that they want to have in the future. How's it going so far? I mean, are you set up for success? What's the expansion plan? You going to go rocket ships next out to outer space, earn $1 trillion? What are you going to do?
Take gluten-free muffins to space.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great idea. No, I mean, so what is the future hold for each of your businesses? What are you looking at as far as like a 5-year plan? You probably hate this question, by the way.
No.
Okay,
now
good.
I know how to answer it.
Sweet.
For me, it's to currently I'm operating as a cottage food.
This is Emily
business.
with Bake Effect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Emily with Bake Effect.
Yeah.
So I bake from my home under the Michigan cottage food law. So my long-term goal is to get out of my house.
Yeah.
Into a commercial kitchen space, whether that is just a kitchen for pickups and orders, or if it's a full-on brick and mortar with seating, kind of a destination for people to go to. So that's the goal for hopefully sooner rather than later is to move from a cottage food business to a commercial kitchen.
Does your business planning help you understand the milestones between here and realizing that vision?
Definitely.
What sort of milestones are you looking for?
I mean, definitely there's financial milestones, but also just kind of community awareness. So, like I mentioned, there's about 11,000 people in Berrien County that likely need to eat gluten-free. And so far I have reached about 1,000 of them. So there's still a lot of people who need to know that I'm here.
Good market.
So yeah, actually some of the winnings from the pitch competition that I did are going to go to marketing to help get the word out. Cause as a solopreneur, there's a lot of hats to wear. And so sometimes the marketing can fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
So having help to get consistent with that and help the word spread more so that I can continue to grow.
Yeah. Okay. Same question for you, Aliyah. What's the 5-year plan?
For me, Aliyah Horns with OArt.
Yes.
My 5-year plan is, I'm aiming to, at some point in time, get a gallery studio space so that I can host more classes of my own and not have to not have to really partner with another organization. So, like she said, community awareness is a big part of that. And then the financial too.
Yeah.
And also just deciding like the best location for the business, like here, of course, but like where here, you know? And, I want to teach more people, and I also want to continue creating my work, but I feel like I more so want to teach. And so, that's the plan, just to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
And really take more territory. I want to expand throughout the entire West Michigan. So just slowly, getting my ducks in a row.
Do that grow. Yeah. As each of you have gone through your personal journeys of not only identifying your passion, but then identifying it as a way to make a living and continue growing in the future, what recommendations would you have, or what guidance would you have for people who want to follow in your footsteps? They have a passion, they want to turn it into a business.
Take classes.
Take classes. Is that
the business certified class?
Yeah.
I would say to definitely get on board with that. But also don't let anyone discourage you.
Yeah.
Your business is what your business. There's something for everybody. And if you're experiencing something and it's a thing for you, it's more than likely a thing for someone else.
Yeah.
So just be encouraged.
Yeah. How about you, Emily?
I would say kind of something we touched on earlier, which is just charging what you're worth and not setting yourself up to burn out and stop being able to do what you want to do because you didn't charge enough money. That doesn't always feel good when you're passionate about what you do to ask people to pay more for it, but it's something we have to do, and we have to value our own work enough to be in it long term.
Yeah.
charge accordingly.
We're making this part of the Moody on the Market update, which is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. We're talking with Brandy Jaquez, the Managing Director for Entrepreneurial Services at Cornerstone Alliance, and Aaliyah Horns from OArt, and Emily Onken from Bake Effect. They are two entrepreneurs who have won pitch competitions. They have their own businesses. They've got their own cool business plans now. How many pages is your business plan?
I think mine ended up around 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. And how often do you go back and revise it?
I don't do a whole lot of revising.
Yeah.
But
Plan's the plan.
yeah, it's more so just when I'm having to put it into other places, then it's like I just take certain parts from my business plan and it just makes it easier because it's already done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mistakes along the way? Things that you would have done differently?
Of course, always.
Yeah. Go ahead. Detail.
Yeah, I think that going through Business Plan Certified specifically, I think I would have started chatting with Brandy a little bit earlier in the process.
Good advice.
Yeah, just because they're there the whole time.
Yeah.
And so just kind of maybe even after each group session, kind of check in and see how it relates to my specific plan, that kind of thing.
That's great advice because we did keep the door open, but we did notice a lot of people when they were going through this course, they were like, okay, I'm independently working. And then when we were like, okay, now you have a deadline for it to be complete, then it was like, can we come see you?
Yeah.
But isn't that human nature, right?
Yeah.
So one thing I should mention too is we use an AI-enabled platform called LivePlan for to help everybody to build out their business plan, and it's pretty cool because it has like prompts, it has questions for you, it has examples right in it. So it's another tool that we give for free through the Entrepreneurial Services to help everybody kind of format and think through the different elements that are needed. And you don't have to use it word for word. It's not like, cut and paste, but it certainly helps as a guide, I think. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
definitely agree. Especially for me because there's a lot that goes with my business. And it's like, how do I put all of this in words and sum it up where I'm not just like rambling?
Yeah.
And so it really helped me like just cut out a lot of unnecessary stuff and kind of consolidate the things that went hand to hand. And so it really did help a lot.
Yeah.
And it even gave us like a forecast of like everything. Once we put it all in there, then it's like boom. It just
Love that.
yeah, it was.
It's a great help.
Lovely.
Okay, we're talking with Cornerstone Alliance Entrepreneurial Services team, Brandy Jaquez, the managing director there. Also, two entrepreneurs, Aaliyah Horns of OArt and Emily Onken with Bake Effect. We're going to wrap up this interview in just a couple of moments. This has been part of this interview is brought to you by Moody on the Market Update, which is insurance management service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. That's part of their marketing as well, right there.
Yeah. For operations.
All right.
Remember her.
Back on the video live stream. So you work with IMS.
We do. So
Nice.
Jennifer Summers comes in and speaks to our business plan certified.
Make sure you're on microphone, Brandy.
Oh,
I think you're
sorry.
speaking above it. Yep.
Yeah. So Jennifer Summers has actually been a supporter of Entrepreneurial Services for years. So she comes in and she talks about what you need to know from an insurance perspective. And so she's part of our operations panel as business plan certified. And they've been a wonderful partner over the years. I use them personally as well. So
We love that.
I do love them and trust them very much. So yeah, good partner. Speaking of partners, I'd be remiss, Ken, to not mention the partners that these guys did the pitch competitions with. So Aaliyah was a winner for Emerge Innovation Hubs competition, which is in October, and it will happen again this year. And Emily was a winner from Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber Hypes competition that happens in November. They are wonderful partners to be another avenue to support our small businesses, getting funding and getting out there in the community. So
Excellent.
we love that this kind of Business Plan Certified program leads right into pitch season as another avenue for our folks to get funded.
Love that. No, thank you for doing that. I love it when teams are working together like that. I think that's incredibly helpful for that. So we will let's see, stop that, get this over here. Sorry, I'm moving some commercials around so we can get this in on time. Okay, we're going to come back in just a moment. Actually, I have time right now. How can people get involved in your course in the business plan certification?
Yeah, so all you need to do is email us, and you can email us at info@cstonealliance.org, and we will answer you quickly. Our orientation for this course is January 21st. So if you email us, we'll sign you up, and then you'll come into orientation. We'll give you the full skinny and the commitment at orientation. And then the actual course work begins in February. So it's hopefully as quick and easy as that.
And the cost?
Free.
That's pretty amazing.
It is. Yeah. I mean, we're super lucky that we have local investors that allow us to be able to provide this for free, and the support of Cornerstone Alliance as well. I should also mention, when we do have the investor rehearsal, all of our local banks are at the table for that. Everything from our CDFI, Chaya Shabak, to Sturgis Bank, to First Source, to United Federal Credit Union. So wonderful, wonderful support from our banking community to be coaches for these guys too.
We'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Sorry, that whole clock thing. I've got to do that. Okay, good morning again, and thanks for joining us on the WSJM Morning Show. It's been a great hour talking with some wonderful individuals. Thank you to Brandy Jaquez for bringing in folks from a couple of different pitch winners who have their business plans together. They've got their businesses up and operating. Aaliyah Horns from OART LLC and Emily Onken from Bake Effect. Thank you both for coming in and sharing your stories today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brandy Jaquez, thanks for bringing everybody in from Cornerstone Alliance, the Entrepreneurial Services team. We will look forward to more updates. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock.